Yeah, man. It's so, because again, think about like as broke as we've been, like our brokest in life. I remember too, I think that year, 2014.
I say November.
Yep, November 4th, 2014. That year, I think I made like $14,000. Wow. You know, this is a weird world. That's funny shit.
Working somewhere like that. Working anywhere. Like even us. Like they try to.
Yeah, niggas have to
You can't tell us no phones from places now because you might get your ass zapped in a back room somewhere. You can't have somebody run half a mile to go get some help.
No, you can't. No, you can't do the no phone things.
Yeah, like you know.
That's why it's like
in high school, like they're allowed to use their phones. Like they don't take kids' phones no more.
They're allowed to completely use the phones.
Yeah, like it was like when we asked them not to, but we can't just take their phones anymore. And I was like, wait, what?
Is that have anything to do with the fact that because like the things that they're doing in school are contingent or they hinge upon
it's just,
things that are in there? Like, can they take notes? Like, are there apps that they're using?
Like teachers have rules. Like, teachers will have rules that's like, yo, just don't use your phone during class. Like they ask them nicely. And a lot of kids, abide by it, but you still got the badass kids but they're in school, but they'll just be back there on their phones.
It's my phone.
Yeah. You can't, once that shit started happening, they're like, okay. And parents started coming to the schools, like, you can't just take kids' phones no more. Because something might happen in the school where, like...
Oh, yeah, that's all, yeah, right.
You can't just be taking
like, if anything for real pops off,
yeah,
they need to be able to... Damn, that's the age that we're in.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's so funny because when we were kids...
If they saw that shit, you don't get that shit back to the end of the day.
Sometimes, especially if they didn't like you, but more so, I'm thinking about the sniper, the DC sniper, and they just simply just simply told us like just fucking zigzag, like when you go to the bus stop, just fucking zigzag. Like, what are you talking about? This
because I'm 9 years
old.
This
is a sniper.
You think I'm gonna outrun some fucking sniper bullets?
Yeah,
he is a sniper, and you think my little ass is gonna be like, yeah, nigga, you can.
We're in a very different spot. I remember my dad walking me out to the bus stop. I was just like thinking, like, nigga, what are you gonna get shot? What are we talking about? Yeah, like you're gonna get shot.
Yeah, they really left us out there.
Yeah,
really just out there fending on our own.
Yeah,
yeah, that really happened.
They had us practicing at like somebody's backyard for football. Like we were just in a backyard. You
ever think about those tornado drills?
Oh yeah,
how you just get crouched over and like face like a wall. Like,
I mean, I guess that was because they didn't want for things swinging around to come smack you in the face because you're facing outward.
Yeah,
just running around flailing your arms.
God forbid that tornado tear into that school.
Oh no, it's a wrap.
It's over. I mean,
it's like they used to do nuclear drills. Like nuclear bomb drills back in the day and like the Cold War days, and they would just have them like get under their desks
to get ready to be eviscerated.
Like they had drills for that. If somebody pressed the button, I'm gonna be like, teacher, you know what? We out of here, bro. Like,
yo, having kids go through nuclear, that's different.
What is the blast radius on something like that?
I think everybody's dead like within like 50 miles, right?
50 miles?
Like,
shit, that's damn near here.
Maybe like
they drop one of them things in DC.
When do you first learn about like killings?
Oh,
like as a child, like when do they introduce like human beings killing other human beings? Because I'm just trying to think, if you have a nuclear attack drill, then that means that you are introducing to them war. Like that war is a thing,
a big thing.
So when do you become
to them?
So I can vividly remember I wrote a history paper on the Enola Gay. That's the name of the plane that they used to drop the atomic bomb on either Hiroshima or Nagasaki. I don't remember which one, but I wrote. So that was 6th grade.
6th grade.
So but I feel like you were at least learning about the Civil War or the Revolutionary War, like in elementary. I think that was a thing.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just trying to think about when they introduced killing to.
Well, it had to be early because 2001 niggas got to dying. So I feel like that changed everything for us. Remember?
Yeah,
because we were just at war till like last year.
Mm-hmm. But didn't they? Weren't a lot of people calling that war like the 20 Years War? Like it's just been going on forever.
That shit has been there. It was like 2021 when like they finally like got out of there, right?
Yeah. And so, that's when
since we were like 10 years old,
that's when them niggas took over in Iraq.
Yep.
But what were we doing over there? What did we say we were doing?
We said we were over there,
like procure, like
we
just
were over there trying to kill all the
Taliban.
We're gonna kill all the terrorists.
Yeah,
we're gonna go there and kill them. They over there, and we're gonna keep them from coming over here.
And then them niggas left, and the niggas that they were supposed to be fending off took back control.
They came out.
I read the other day the women over there protesting because they're not allowed to go to school anymore.
Yeah, they started changing a lot of rules. They did get like PC version
changing a lot of rules. That's huge.
Yeah, they're not like as crazy as like it once was, but they're crazier than what's going on everywhere else.
See, that's what's weird about like geopolitics is somewhere around the world where they have a completely different scope on like what life is and the completely different set of values and. Maybe the way that we look at freedom, like they just don't give a fuck about it. It's like I don't want all that shit. Like y'all look a little too free over there.
The nigga from the World Cup, remember?
Yeah, I was just about to say that. I was just about to bring that up.
Hold on, what happened? I'm out of this loop.
All right, nigga from over here, went to the World Cup, all right, and wore a rainbow shirt. They wouldn't let him in the game. He made a tweet about it. Like, they won't let me in here. They not about that over here.
Yeah, they don't rock with that.
They not about that.
And you know what?
Then. How was it like 2 weeks, 3 weeks later? The nigga died. He's dead.
The guy that was wearing the rainbow shirt?
Yeah, he was found dead over there. Supposedly he collapsed.
Hold on, wait, where was the World Cup this year?
Saudi Arabia, I think. Wasn't it Saudi Arabia?
It was
something with a K. Qatar. Qatar. That's a K.
Damn.
Yeah. And people, I remember like it was like a the discussion in like the group chat with my family and like the March Madness group chat, and people were like, "Oh, they won't let him in." And I was like, "Dog, that's their country, or that's like their rules." Like we still, it's still a fight going on over here. We haven't even finished it over here yet. Yeah. I don't know why you over there messing with them people right now. They not ready for that.
Yeah.
And then like 2 weeks later, nigga was dead.
Yep.
It was like,
and you know what, like. I don't want to take sides on the situation, but it's like you gotta respect that. Like you're not at home. You're not at home.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's not comfortable over here.
You hear about it all the time. Tourists will go somewhere else, do some shit that over here would be like a misdemeanor and end up in jail for like 40 years. Like, starving.
Oh God.
Yeah, I mean you gotta you can't just we've had conversations about this when you were talking to me about your sister when she went to Paris. Mm-hmm. And just kind of being over there and just kind of just being an American and standing out and doing things as if you were at the crib. Mm-hmm. But you have to respect the boundaries of these places when you go visit.
Remember that dude in North Korea? He was like a North Korean dude, and he not a North Korean dude, but he was in North Korea as an American, and they said he had ripped down the flag. Oh, try to take a flag at his hotel
in North Korea.
Yeah, it was And he I'm pretty sure he was
that's
there
the
for
last place.
He was courageous.
He was there, but he was brain dead for a while. They had locked him up, but they had beat the shit out of him. They had beat that nigga unconscious. And he was in a coma for months over there. They finally sent his body back. I don't know. It was some weird shit. It was sort of I gotta reread it, but. They were trying to get him back for a while, but he was just basically in a coma.
Niggas acting like they got diplomatic immunity.
You do not want to see, and that's what's wrong with Americans.
Locked Up Abroad.
You think that you got some shit going on that you don't.
I used to watch Locked Up Abroad a lot, and when I go abroad, I'm not getting locked up.
See, I never even had to watch that. I don't
even want to go to jail here. Why?
No. Not at all. Here, hold on. Can we charge? Hold on. Let's charge this. Oh, I meant to make this charge. Hell no, I'm not going to jail for anything.
No.
For anything, for anybody.
Imagine being somewhere locked up, but you don't have English speaking people around out there. You can't get no lawyer out there. He can't even talk to the people you locked up with.
Not only that, but again, like the customs.
It's their rules.
Like going to jail or prison here, they're already like a whole new set of customs that you have to learn in order to survive. Yeah. If you go into a prison outside, you have no idea what's going on in a very dangerous place. And that's not a good like set of things to be going on. Mm-hmm. Fuck that. I'm not going to jail for anything, man.
Yeah, nah, I can't do the cells.
Yeah. That might be another 10 years. Disrupting silence.
I started watching this show, Blackbird. Any of you guys ever heard of it?
Familiar.
It's on Apple TV. Have you ever just watched something off Apple TV?
People told me to watch that like months ago. They said I would love it.
I have Apple TV, but I rarely use it.
Is he like discovered some kind of corruption or something?
This person, the main character is like a drug dealer.
Okay.
And he gets caught up and he's going to jail for it. And then the police come to him later on because he's someone that just is extremely charismatic and can befriend people very easily. And he's done well for himself in like the small bit of time that they like put him behind bars. So then they come to him and they say, we see that like how well you do at this thing, this befriending people. Well, we have someone that we're trying to pin a few more charges on that's already in a maximum security prison that specializes for the criminally insane. We would like for you to go to transfer into that prison and get a confession out of this guy. Now, you can either stay here in this jail for 10 years, or you can go there, get transferred, get his admittance of it, and be free.
Like on record? Like does he have something to record?
Yeah. I'm certain he'll have like a wire on him or something like that. If you get that confession, then you go free. And so
how long is it supposed to take though?
Well, I don't know. then you start getting into stuff. But anyway, that's the synopsis for the show. Like that's what's going on.
Does the staff know I'm there too? Like, do they?
No. If you go undercover, you have to go undercover. You can't just
because they might get in there and diagnose people. Some start giving me some shit because they think I'm crazy. I'm admitting to the shit that
it's a big risk.
Nope.
But it's like, what do you want to do?
It's only 10 years.
Yeah,
you get out of 7.5.
Yeah, but and the thing is and that's another thing is if you don't get the confession, you're just in this jail. You don't get taken out. Like you just stay in that prison. So it's a very, very big risk.
Yeah.
But then like his dad is dying, so he's trying to like get out so he can go see him. You know what I mean?
He come visit me.
No, like his dad is dying, like he's bedridden, like he can't just be traveling to the joint to come see you.
Right.
Well,
you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So he's trying to get out, so it adds some tension to the. It's good though, man.
I just think about that Shutter Island. That just reminds me of Shutter Island. That was
I gotta rewatch that. I haven't watched that in a break.
Movie.
So what?
That's a great movie.
Shutter Island.
Yeah, I love movies with a twist.
Oh yeah.
You know, my dad didn't like that movie when we first saw it.
Why not?
He said because it seems like if at the end of a movie you just wake up at the end or some shit, he's just like, oh, I don't like it because like you can do anything.
But no.
That was his perspective. His perspective is if you make a movie and then at the end like it was all a dream. You know, he was just like, oh, I feel like that's a cop out. Like that's a lazy way.
But it wasn't. It wasn't a dream though.
Yeah. Well,
it left
no. But I mean that idea. So you're right. It wasn't a dream, but it was his reality, which is like a dream.
But was it? Was he crazy, or were they trying to make him crazy?
Oh, that's where you ended off. Yeah. Like at the end, you, it was still an ambiguous ending. Or
did he just decide, I'm just gonna be crazy? I don't care.
Maybe I need to go back and watch that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe I do too.
Yeah, go back and rewatch it.
Yeah.
Because I remember the ending, but like it didn't make me question my.
Yeah,
you're making me question what I watched before.
What do you remember happened at the end though? Like, what do you remember?
I remember that he was clearly going around trying to solve this mystery this whole time, and then at the end, it turned out that he was a patient there.
And like Mark Ruffalo was like walking around with him. Was he like the doctor there?
He was like his like handler.
Yeah, I think that he was trying to see like if he was ready to be released or not. Like this was sort of
like that.
Some sort of test in a sense.
They were saying, is he going to accept that he did this?
Right.
Or is his brain going to keep believing this story?
And then they gave him like a lobotomy or something, right?
Yeah. Well, they told him at the end, they gave him the choice. And then, like, the next day, he just sat down and was just like, gotta get off this island, man. Like,
man.
He just continued the story, like, and then, like, yeah.
Yo,
but like the whole time, remember the patients were kind of like giving him clues, like, bro, get the fuck out of here, like, run.
Yeah.
And some of them were like, bro, they're giving you shit in your cigarettes. Remember that? Until like he was thinking, are they making me crazy? Are they trying to trap me here? And then he was just like, fuck it, I'm just.
I see where you're coming from.
He decided he decided he'd rather die crazy than accept that he really did it, if that's what happened.
Okay.
Oh my gosh. That's crazy. Just like people's mental states, like just mental health being fucking like super real, where people they're seeing a completely different world than you are. And just acting off of it. You have no fucking idea, like, what... It's so crazy. Like, that's fucking insane.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I'll never forget when RJ was talking to me about working at the hospital. And just, like, the things he would see there. But some people would be extremely sick one day, acting crazy, trying to swing on everyone. And then, like, the next morning, they're leaving with their family. It's just like, all right, man, thanks. Bye.
Just comes in flashes.
Yeah, like,
nigga, people swinging on you, spitting on you, talking about the spirits are coming after them and all sorts of shit like that.
You know who's going? That man going crazy right now. I'm telling you, he is.
Who?
Andrew Tate.
Who?
Andrew Tate.
I don't know these politicians.
He's not a politician. He's like a personality online.
What does he do? What does he talk about?
He be talking about a lot of different things. A lot of people don't like him. A lot of controversy around.
Does he have a podcast?
He did. He's like he looks like my skin complexion, bald.
Okay.
He's a UFC fighter, or not a UFC fighter.
Does he have a beard?
I think he did or does.
Okay.
What does he say that's controversial?
A lot of different shit about women, and he's
like a Kevin Samuels type.
Is he one of those types that I think? Is he kind of like a woman should stay in a woman's place type of nigga?
It leans towards that direction.
Okay, yeah.
A lot of it, and there's a lot of
I feel like I've seen a clip,
hot clips that go viral.
I feel like I saw a clip.
Yeah, and a lot of his takes. He just talks that shit to a lot of people, and like the hot takes get but he doesn't back down from any like perception of him. But there's some accusations out against him and his brother that they was out there sex trafficking.
Oh wow!
So that's why they're locked up in Romania. At that, them niggas is locked up in a different country right now. But anyways, he's been in jail for almost 3 months, and I think he's been in a solitary confinement. And but somehow he's still posting, but he's posting like some weird shit. Like there was a ghost in my cell last night. I fought the ghost, and they showed a picture of him. The nigga looks crazy. Like he's starting to look like
He's in solitary. He's in solitary confinement and still has access to the internet and is posting on like Twitter.
I don't think it's him like actually like typing it, but I think the message is getting out.
Conspiracy.
Yeah, like how is that happening?
I mean, you could talk to somebody once a day on the phone and just tell them, "Hey, tweet this for me."
Oh, I didn't even know you. Like, I don't know the rules with solitary confinement. I really am assuming.
It's like
don't they come out like 1 hour a day?
Yeah, shower.
Imagine that.
Yeah. And what I was getting to is I watched a documentary a couple years ago about solitary confinement.
Right.
And there was one guy, he was like, on his first day, he was like, man, you got to keep your mind strong. Like, I got a strong mind. I'm going to go in here and read books like it's nothing. You got to stay strong mind and keep your mind busy. Bro, they went back like 90 days later. This nigga was cutting himself, throwing his blood and poop all over the cell and like going crazy. Like that nigga was not ready.
Oh. He said he was not ready.
That nigga was in there tripping.
Damn. Yeah, I guess I wonder like exactly what happens to you.
You have to start communicating with something. I think you just start making up shit to talk to.
Maybe that percentage of your brain starts to come out that they say you can't access.
You think that's what's happening? You getting smarter?
Well, not necessarily. It doesn't have to be smarter.
I think the brain gets so bored, like a little kid. It just the imagination just starts to go. You just start distracting yourself with shit, talking to yourself. Khalif Browder,
right?
Remember, he was like, before I went in, I need to talk to myself, and they called that shit the Bing.
Yeah,
I guess the brain just goes Bing. The Bing, yeah,
Bing. Yeah.
So eventually the brain goes Bing, and
no, I can imagine that because it's like your brain has all these neurons flowing all over the place.
Yeah,
I'm sure those are impacted by the environments that you're in. You put yourself in an environment where it's just you and four walls.
No stimuli.
You just start probably just creating shit in here.
There's nothing for you to do like normally.
Matter of fact,
brain is so bored.
Bro, when you were talking about like getting high and having certain like paranoid thoughts go through your fucking head,
gosh.
It's probably akin to that, and shit's probably just start bouncing around in your head.
But it's like a natural sort of euphoria that maybe overcomes your brain versus. You know what I'm saying?
Like a euphoria, like a feel good.
The opposite of that.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I was about to say, I was like, that sounds like
natural. Yeah.
Nah, the opposite of that. But I guess.
Terror.
Yeah. Yeah. I think something happens when you just take, like, not communication, but interaction. You just take away human interaction from somebody for a majority of their day. Yeah. 23 hours. You're just interacting with yourself. No puzzles, books. You just in a room with nothing to like do.
Yeah,
your shit
all
starts
you can do
making up shit.
Push-ups. Just get strong in there.
Well, not even that, but just like release, just release tension and stress by just like wearing your body out.
Yeah,
so you don't have any pent up tension in your body. At least get that out.
Yeah,
that's a good start.
Yeah,
and then I would pick up meditation very fast. I'd pick up meditation very fast. And mindfulness is going to come in handy.
Yeah,
hell yeah.
Oh, but that's what happens. I think a lot of times they just want interaction so bad they'll do something crazy, like I'm just gonna cut myself and I'm gonna throw shit everywhere, so they have to come talk to me. Like I gotta get out of this cell, that type of shit. So you're just willing to do anything. Oh, bruh. No, I couldn't.
I'm just thinking about someone that's physically like throwing stuff and banging on the walls and banging on the doors, like just trying to create as much noise and chaos as possible. That's what they be doing
if you ever watch it.
But I'm thinking that they're doing that because it feels like that in their mind. Like they're trying to do that. Like they're beating on the walls of their mind, trying to get the fuck out. So it just manifests itself in a physical sense, which is fucking deep.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh.
Yeah. Khalif was like, you learn to talk to yourself in there. You just learn to be with yourself. And it's like, I ain't used to be like this. He's like, now niggas think I'm crazy. He's like, I don't know. Am I crazy? Remember, he killed himself once he got out. Because he wasn't the same anymore.
Right. Didn't Jay-Z have something to do with him getting out? Didn't Jay-Z
afterwards?
Yeah, I think he
his story.
Didn't he like produce? Produce
his story.
Got a story documentary on about it.
Is Kim Kardashian still saving people? Did she still do that?
I haven't heard anything about that.
Okay.
In a while, probably not since like the pandemic, but. I also don't follow her very heavily, so I could have missed something.
Yeah.
Keion, you haven't been here in a while.
Yeah,
thank you for gracing the pod.
Absolutely.
Thank you for bringing all the back. The T-bones.
They don't even know.
The ribeyes.
I don't think has ever been talked about on here.
Yeah.
No, I mean, like I know the job. I'm talking about like the experience that we're having with the back.
No, we haven't gotten into it. I mean, I don't know the things that you make, but I feel like we should definitely have a recipe book or something.
Yeah.
Like everybody come together and start bringing all the recipes together. I've made some pretty cool stuff.
Hell yeah. I took some skirt steaks on Super Bowl, made some tacos with them. All the steaks came out medium, like medium rare to medium. Niggas was eating them joints cold at the end of the night.
Oh yeah, for sure. If it's seasoned right and there's like a nice little char on the outside, but it's still succulent.
I was telling Mikey I use this steak seasoning that I got from the Amish market in Laurel. It does it every time. Every time.
man.
What sort of oils you use? You use any oils? Oh yeah, I was asking you guys about seasoning the cast iron skillet earlier. I don't think I got an answer on that. Like, because you said you're seasoning your cast iron skillet.
I said I didn't have one, but I would. That's what you're supposed to do.
It's basically just a way to like clean it and keep it fresh and refined. You know what I'm saying? Because after a while, it'll start to get gritty and even rusty if you let it get to that point. You know what I'm saying? Because it's cast iron.
Yeah, I've seen that.
So, you know, you're supposed to just... They've got like... I was telling Mike, they got like an eraser that helps to get the rust off. And you take like a... I don't know if you use like a... I can't imagine you use a rag. Maybe a rag, something like that. But yeah, just like some oil... and I mean, there's probably 100 ways to do it.
Yeah. I just use olive oil.
But it's like a thing. Like people, like once they get their skillet, they'll like season it up like you're supposed to, and take a picture. Like, yep, now it's ready to go. Like it's like a thing.
And I think you're supposed to put it in the oven after you're done, so it kind of like just everything just meshes together.
Yeah, you're trying to simulate that it's already been cooking what you want to cook,
right?
Because you don't want to cook it on the brand new like metal. You want to cook that shit in something that's been like through some shit, you know,
a well-seasoned.
Yeah, you want that shit
pan.
Like,
that's so fucking funny.
That's what I'm saying.
Well-seasoned pan.
Somebody's got to sell like the pan with the whole seasoning kit like together.
Bro, our lives are so ridiculous,
right?
Like,
because now you're getting bombed. We out here talking about seasoning.
I mean, they told us it was going to be like this. They told us it was going to be like
this. This is crazy.
The things that you find interest in.
It's just so funny. Just all the things that we do, like even our problems are just like, just the fact that we think about just seasoning pans is fucking hilarious. That's so funny.
It's either that or you buying a new one in like a year, 2 years, depending on how you know how much you use it.
I had one of the most humbling experiences the other day.
Oh shit!
I stepped.
That was funny.
And it was funny. It was funny in the moment.
Yeah.
I stepped into my car, and I guess I did it absentmindedly, and I hit my knee on something in the center. And for the next 10 seconds,
it was like
literally nothing else in the world mattered.
Yeah.
Nothing. Hit that nerve in there.
Nothing else. Everything came down to my knee. And I just remember thinking, I just started laughing because I was like, wow.
Yeah.
I'm so vulnerable.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not shit.
Yeah.
Like, I'm so vulnerable. Like, I just came in here and I hit my knee and literally, like, I just threw my hands up and was like, oh my God, this hurts so bad right now. Like, nothing else matters. Like, it was crazy. And I was just like, wow. Like, that was easily, if you had asked me in that moment, like, what are you feeling, 1 to 10? Like, I'm saying a 9. And all I did was just hit my knee.
Yeah.
I don't want to have to. I'm not built to be in any skirmishes. I'm not built to be.
That could have just been the reflex nerve. That,
oh my God,
this
bro.
Just a freak mistake. You know the doctor shit. Where they do.
When's the last time you hit your funny bone?
Oh man, it's been a little while.
It's been a while.
Yeah, it's
that
been
shit
a while.
Do like.
But that was just a crazy experience because it happened so fast. I was like, wow, I'm so vulnerable. Yeah. Like just. Like anything could just fucking end this for me right now. Like any of this.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean it's like stubbing a toe or hitting your shin on something.
Yeah.
Like, all your focus and attention just goes to this.
It's a wild feeling when something like you really get hurt and you sitting there like, man, this shit hurt. Like it's just like, what is hurt? Like why? Why do I have to feel this right now?
Yeah, it's just because I don't get you don't get sick often. I don't get sick often. Yeah. So it's
the same.
You don't get sick often, right?
Not really. Yeah. Maybe like once a year.
It's crazy.
Yeah. So when that shit happens, you're like,
all I'm thinking is, I want
God.
to feel normal. I just want to breathe normal again.
And you're like, people feel this all the time. Like they just be sick. Like I've known people that have like chronic illnesses and they've just been like sick the whole time I've known them. I'm like, whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah, same with like stomach aches and shit. Like
stomach aches. People that have
You've never had a migraine. I can't even imagine it.
Have you? Go ahead.
I don't know that I've ever had like a real migraine, but I will tell you this: I did know someone that did, and they used to keep like these, like they're almost like EpiPens.
Oh, they had some shit going on.
Yeah, like it was like an EpiPen. I forgot where he said he had to put it. I doubt it was in his temple or anything. But yeah, it was like an EpiPen, and he was like, "Yeah, man, like whenever I get migraines, these are just like kind of instant pain relievers." And I've always thought that was like interesting.
Someone told me that. All right, so they told me recently that they had a migraine, and she was telling me all the different sort of symptoms that she deals with. Because some people, I mean, there's levels to everything, right?
Yeah,
so there's levels. People experiencing them very differently. But she said she'll often, and I've heard this often, go blind.
Yep, I've heard of that.
Like just lose vision.
Yep.
And I was like,
or lights hurt. Like
light sensitivity.
The light will hurt. And you're like,
right, like it'll cause a throbbing pain. So most people you see will be in a blacked out room, just under covers, just by themselves or some shit like that. I was like, do you remember what it was like the very first time that happened? Because I was like, how long? Because I was like, how long does it take from start to finish where you lose vision? Like, how long is that window when it starts to when you can't see anything? And she was like, oh no, it's like someone turned the light out. Oh. Like it just goes, like your vision just goes. I was like, do you remember what it was like the first time that happened to you? And she was like, I sure do. She was in school, young as hell. She's probably like a freshman or sophomore or something in high school. And something, I don't know, migraine just kicked off and the lights just shut out. And she just started shrieking in the middle. Just going crazy, and then like teachers kind of came.
If all of a sudden I just couldn't see and I had no like reasoning or explanation on why, nigga, I'd be in that joint tripping. Right in there tripping.
Right,
that's insane.
Yeah, man.
Because it wouldn't be like darkness. It'd just be like no vision.
It's just no vision.
It's a difference.
Sort of on-setting headache at the same time.
Yeah. Right. Something just feels like it's trying to tear through your skull, through the center of your forehead. Some people say some people get it in different places. Some people say it's like right at the front of their skull, like at their forehead. Some people say some shit like in the back, like some shit that's connecting their fucking head to their back.
That's some brain shit going on.
Whenever I get headaches, they're always like on the side.
Yep.
Your temples throbbing.
Yeah.
We just take we take our health for granted the most.
Oh yeah,
the most.
Like, because that's a crazy thing to think about. Like something in my head is throbbing right now.
Yeah,
but it's so
regular. Only thing in my head is my brain.
Yeah,
like the only thing in my head.
I hope it's okay.
You know what I'm saying? And the camera's just turned off, nigga. The camera's turned off.
I'm gonna take one of these pills that they tell me to take for this, and I hope everything's all right.
Like if your MacBook screen just went off, that's like the same. All the visual just got unplugged.
That's crazy, man. He said, I hope my brain's in there. I hope it's all right. Yeah, that's very true. Because you would have to ask yourself, like, what is happening?
Yeah, that's
why I said when Carl and I were in here, I don't give a fuck. This will remain one of the funniest experiences that I've ever been through. But when Carl was in here, we were smoking, and he was just running off fumes because he hadn't been eating and drinking properly.
Did this thing drop?
And we came back in the house because we were out there and we were smoking.
Yeah, don't do it.
And as soon as he turned around, like what he said to me was, yeah, man, like I gotta go to the bathroom. But he said it in the way where like
it just scared off.
Like you're intoxicated and you're just trying to look in one direction and you're not trying to look in your periphery. You're not trying to look around too much. So he was just looking ahead. He was like, yeah, man, I gotta go to the bathroom. And I was like, oh shit, like all right. So I was watching him as he turned around and started stepping into the house, and you could tell that his legs were brittle. Like you could tell he wasn't working with much. But like once he got in through the threshold and started walking, he slowly started doing the stanky leg, and his legs became pasta underneath him, and he like ran into the table. But
he didn't know what was going on.
Absolutely not.
He didn't know he was getting faint.
But we sat him down though, and so he had twisted his ankle when he did the stanky leg. So I had to elevate his leg.
That's multiple L's.
So
He got injured.
So I had to elevate his leg and put some ice on it because I had the first aid kit. I had to try to get like some food and some water in him. But what was the craziest thing though about all this is that because I would love to know from a neuroscientist what the fuck took place at this moment.
Yeah.
He came, we sat him down. He put his head down underneath his arms for 10 seconds tops.
Yeah.
And when his head rose, he was drenched in sweat. Drenched in sweat. And I would love to know, like, because we can only make analogies like he fucking blew a gasket or the fucking microchip fucking, you know what I mean?
He could have been
severely dehydrated.
Like hyperventilating.
Severely dehydrated.
Yeah,
and I think his body was trying to get him to drink. Like, we need water. Like, we're flushing the system because we need new water.
Right, that is like overheating like a car. Right. Yeah, I've already talked about this with Duty. Right, it's like you need coolant, you need water.
Yeah, it's like a car. Most people don't take their cars to get anything done until it needs something done.
Yeah.
Once something goes, then they're like, oh, I gotta check this out. Yeah, same thing.
I got that oil change yesterday.
See? Yep. I got my shit. I always have it lined up in advance so I can just pull up, get my shit done, and I'm gone.
Well, you have appointments?
I don't do that.
Not appointments, but like I know, like, all right, this weekend is gonna be like the last weekend I'm gonna go without an oil change.
How often? Do you know how many miles you put on a car before you get an oil change? Generally,
it depends on the car and the
type of oil.
Your
car.
Nigga, what are you talking about?
Yes, your car.
What car are you putting miles on?
No. I'm talking. Oh.
I want to know about your.
I thought you were talking about in general. No, me. I drive 5,000 miles.
5,000 miles.
Oh, he push it.
Well, I get mine is mostly. Wait, mine is like the max. Like,
they
I'm
say
on highway miles, and I'm putting the best of the oil that they have in the car.
The best of the best of the best, sir.
The best of oils.
Nah, I definitely do like easily like 5,000-7,000.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on, wait.
It's supposed to be like
5 to 7,000.
5 to 7,000.
Yeah, I don't because I think a lot of people say 3.
Yeah, they do.
Who follows that?
Like 3 to 5.
Who follows that?
If you're not driving, like,
I've done that.
Yeah.
I've gone back
every 3.
Not every time, but I have.
If you're driving like within the city and all your 3,000 miles are like within the city, you're not like really hitting them highway, high efficient miles. A lot of stop and go. I think you want to go lower to clean that oil out. And if it's, I might be wrong. We gotta ask
engineer.
We gotta ask RJ.
Or we can bring RJ, that correspondent.
Hey, my shit's still smoothing.
Yeah,
smoothing.
Well, you're at least getting it done because some people don't change their oil until something's wrong. They go, "I ain't changed."
Oh, nah, nah. Honestly, like when I start getting up there in mileage,
it feels different.
Well, that too, but I feel different. I'm consciously thinking like, man, I really need an oil change.
Yeah.
Man, I should get my oil changed.
Yeah. That rusted Civic I had. It blew up because it. No, that wasn't that one. That was the Toyota. That was the Camry that I had. The 2002 Camry that my aunt gave me. That had the little electronic starter.
Which one was tan?
It was kind of tan. It was like, I see what you're saying. I think it was supposed to be tan, but it was also super rusted everywhere. The Honda.
I think I know. I'm pretty sure I know what you're talking
about. The car that I purchased for $700.
Was this the one that when you stopped at the light, the shit just started smoking and shaking and shit?
That's crazy. That joint was like that joint was less than a check. That's crazy. Like,
yo. That joint was less than a paycheck. Oh wow!
Yo, that's a crazy thing to be driving around. That's your life. Like you on wheels could have just fallen off.
Well, look, you talking to a nigga that had to be talked out of a smart car.
Yeah, that's very true. I was.
This nigga was ready for anything.
Yeah. Well, I was ready to go electric. I thought that going electric was the thing to do.
Well, you can still do that.
And I definitely wanted to save on gas because I was like, what do I need a large body for? Now I know, like, the wind is
because I feel the wind in my car.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
So I can imagine. Yeah. Like, does a car like that even get up to like 80 miles. Can you put that on the highway?
When you say a smart, can you put a smart car on the highway? Like, can it go there? I think that's allowed. I think they're allowed to be there.
Like, I'm not saying. I'm talking about the little compact joints.
I know, I am too. The little ones, the itty bitty ones.
Have you ever seen one of those on the highway?
I've seen them on the highway. They don't be in the fast lane. They don't be over
either
there.
way, that's probably very, very dangerous.
Yeah.
The wind
resistance.
A semi.
Yeah.
An angry nigga in a Honda.
The weight difference. You could probably get two.
And then, like, I imagine the faster you're going in that joint, the faster it is to just tip over.
Bro.
That don't get shaking.
Yeah.
Like, you can't ride a skateboard real fast. Like, you can't go like 80 on a skateboard.
Oh,
that shit not.
Hold on, how fast can you?
Well, hold on. You ever seen those videos of them going downhill?
But those aren't like skateboards. Those are like meant for like.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay. I got you. What were you about to say?
I forgot.
Because I remember one time I was trying to drive with skates on, and the car got up to like 30.
Hold on, nigga.
This was in high school.
Nigga, this is in high school. Shut up.
Dude, he was there. I tried to drive with skates on, and the skates were going as fast. It was going like 30, right? And I realized, these wheels are getting hot. Like the skate. Hold on. The wheels were getting hot.
You said you tried to drive?
I was driving with skates on, and then I hopped out, and I was like next to the car, holding the steering wheel.
This nigga
with the skate. Yeah, and dude, he was in the passenger seat, so I was just trying to be funny, like skating next to the car. When I realized that skates aren't supposed to go this fast, like the skates are getting hot, and I was like, oh shit. So I was like, I need to stop this. So I put one leg in the car and stepped on the brake. Put one leg in the car, so I had another leg still skating. That leg didn't break, so I just smacked the door and fell. And the truck kept going, and dude, he had to hop over and stop the truck. I didn't think shit through.
Whoa! You really did play life like you were a Grand Theft Auto character. Yeah. Like you didn't. Like you were just hopping in and out of car. Like what?
Wow.
He was like, nigga.
Wow. Yeah, like you really have lived a Grand Theft Auto character type of life. Like you got hit by a police car.
Yeah.
You know, just been in just numerous brawls.
You're a part of the legend of damn, I was about to say
Booty Fruit? What?
That's another.
I'm trying to think of the door number in Harrisonburg. I don't know why.
1240.
1240. There we go. I was about to say 270. Yeah, you're part of the legend of 1240.
Yeah. Oh yeah, there was some shit that was on the.
But news. Booty Fruit too.
Yeah. And what's crazy is Booty Fruit wasn't even like, it was the biggest one, but like there was other news stories. They just didn't know that it was me.
Do you want to know the look at this? There were other news stories. They didn't know it was me.
They just didn't know.
You want to know the craziest part about all this, Keion? Is that all this shit really just took place in the last few years?
Yeah, this shit
just Mikey just stopped doing these things. Like it hasn't been long.
2020s.
When was the snap? Was it the I'm going to stop the drinking thing? Just kind of started. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Once I was like, I'm gonna try to go the whole off season, just not drinking, just as a challenge, and I did that. And when I tried to drink again, it just didn't feel the same. I was starting to get headaches when I was drinking, so I was like, dang, I don't really want to drink no more.
Yeah.
So then I went like the whole off season, and then it just turned into, oh shit, I don't even drink like unless I go on vacation.
I love the turnaround.
Yeah, it was just like
I really admire that.
Yeah, I think my body like had that 6 weeks in 2019, and after that it was just like, bro, I don't want to drink no more. Because even when I go on vacation, like a couple of drinks in, I'm just like, I don't like this the same. Like I don't like it like I used to. It's weird.
You just fucking changed. You evolved.
Yeah. Like physically, I just don't like it.
You physically evolved.
Yeah. It's weird.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. It's weird to evolve.
Yeah,
but it's also very, very fucking cool too.
Yeah,
you don't want to be the same person forever.
No,
you don't want to do that shit. No. It's so much cooler seeing things.
Yeah,
like seeing things
it's
evolve.
Even funnier because it's like, yo, I really did that. Like that. That's some shit that I did.
Yeah, you really did that. You did a lot of weird shit. Dude and I were having a conversation about it the other day.
Yeah. Like the ghost ride and the. Remember that one? That might still be on Instagram. Like, I could have died that day.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
You had niggas wanting to call PETA on you.
Yeah. The PETA thing.
Mouse.
See, you've had to see Mikey.
Lobster.
Again, Mikey.
Lobster.
Yeah, for sure.
Of all things.
Yeah, no, Mikey has had way too much fun. Because here's another thing.
A lobster.
A child that experiments on small animals, you can kind of see it. I think that they try to stop that early on.
Yeah.
But I think they're just like, well, this kid's trying to figure out what things are, what life even is,
the anatomy of other things.
Yeah, the anatomy of other things. Am I hurting this thing? You know what I mean? But he was an adult,
right. but I knew what was going on.
Yes,
but yeah, the driving one. It was when I got on 81. I put the car in cruise control, and I hopped over into the passenger seat. Made a quick video acting like I was being kidnapped by a ghost, and then I hopped back over to the driver's seat. Yeah,
that's so extensive,
so irresponsible.
And the thing was
so extensive.
But the craziest part is that was just like a on the second thought. I was driving back to Manassas, I could probably pull this off. It wasn't something I'm gonna go out and do this today. So I was just I'm gonna do this. It was quick thoughts. I could probably do that.
I don't even think I've ever used the cruise control in my car.
Bro,
oh, you're bugging.
I don't think I've ever
used it. Relax. Take your foot off the gas. Relax.
A long drive. You know,
I don't think I've ever used it.
You really need to use that.
4-hour drive.
No.
I won't. I won't not use it.
Foot on the gas.
Yeah. Really?
Gas brake.
That's you're doing way too much work.
But when you're on the highway for a long time, you're not really
you're doing way too much work.
I gotta accelerate.
You don't have to though.
It does it for you.
And not only that, if you want to go up, you have that little switch where you can just push the speed up or down.
I couldn't tell you what button it is. I never looked at it. Never thought about it.
It's nice. It's a nice feature. It's a really nice feature.
Oh man, people do not know how to use their cars,
especially if there's no traffic too. If you're just driving straight on the highway, bro.
Does the car just stay straight?
No, you have to steer it unless you have
Oh, but you just.
Don't hold on. hold on. See, you taking me
I don't
too
know.
far.
I've never used it. I've never used it.
No, this does not turn your car into a Tesla. That's not Tesla mode, nigga. No, you need to steer your car at all times. Okay, that's not what it is. This nigga thought he had an undercover Tesla. Nigga, no.
Oh, shit. No, you just steer.
Hey.
Yeah.
If we had told this nigga, yeah, man, it does all that shit, he'd be like, oh shit.
Yeah. I am purely ignorant.
Yeah. Oh man,
I don't know.
Cruise control on a nice open days.
Yeah. Oh shit. So you just get to drive like this, you don't have to, you don't have to.
Trust me, it's not. Once you take your feet away, you'll understand.
Yeah.
You'll understand.
Oh, the car just goes.
Yeah,
and it stays exactly on the speed I want it to. And if I want it to stop, it'll slow down. If I want it to speed up a little bit, it'll do that too.
I've never seen it.
Yeah.
Never seen it.
What's going on, man? You have you've gone on some trips that I haven't been able to talk to you about.
Yeah, man.
One of them was somewhere where you were snowboarding and shit.
Yeah, that was in Deep Creek. I'm supposed to go in July again. Yeah, I don't know, man. I've had this change of thought process where I'm trying to travel more. Instead of just trying to hold on to all of my money and not do anything with it.
I feel it.
You know?
I would have thought that you were already a traveler. I would have already thought that. So you're just trying to travel more than that.
Oh, he was.
Yeah, I want to travel more.
But you were trying to get the crib, right?
Well, no, not even that. I just I want to go on, more vacations per year.
Yeah, because you were already.
That's what I want to do.
Yeah.
That's what I want to do.
Oh, yeah. You're just leveling up.
Yeah, you can say that.
Because you were already always a traveler.
Yeah, I just want to go more places.
Yeah, okay.
But I told you about my last trip to Philly, so we did that again recently. We went up to see this wonderful R&B artist. Her name is Tidra Moses. My fiance is a really big fan of hers. Great show. So originally we were supposed to go to a show in DC. The venue closed. So we ended up just booking tickets to go see her in Philadelphia. And we were like, man, fuck it. We just stay the weekend. So
that place closed. You were the one. I thought I was talking to someone else. You were the one that told me that establishment closed because someone tried to rob them or.
So the City Winery in DC closed in early January because they were part of the project to redevelop the Ivy City area of Washington DC.
Yeah.
And by putting them there, it did bring a lot of other businesses. There's a lot more condos and things like that over there, which is, that's great for gentrification. That's what they want.
Yeah.
However, it is right next door to a homeless shelter. They have a lot of homeless issues, a lot of, homeless folks bothering people. There's a lot of, and there's a lot of crime that, I'm not attributing that to the homeless folks.
Yeah.
But there's still a lot of crime in that area. Like you can gentrify shit, but it don't get it. Yeah, it don't take the crime out of the area just because you moved a bunch of fair-skinned people into the area. Yeah, the crime doesn't disappear. Niggas get shot outside of Nationals Park every day.
I'm about to say, because Nationals Park is right next to it.
It's in Southwest. Yeah, right across the street from the Bing.
Yeah, that's where I used to park every day, right there.
So yeah, they were part of the redevelopment of Ivy City, and I guess it just didn't work out. The people that were working there didn't feel safe, walking to their cars, like
see what I'm saying? It's like, so before you go on, I just wanted to remark on that point. This is I was talking to Duty about this, and I thought it was him telling this to me, but it was Keion. How do you fix these fucking problems? Like, how do you fix the problems if you try to? Because I think that there's a large percentage of people that feel like if you get in, if you get on the inside and try to flourish,
I was gonna say
from the inside, then it'll help. But like, then if you make these establishments and then people start stealing from you, or you don't feel safe, or you can't keep clientele there or get employees there. And then you got to move in, and it's like, damn. Well, I tried to help. I mean, and they did help ultimately because they did bring businesses and stuff like that. But now it's like, but we got to go.
I was going to say, like, as a business, like everybody that's there has to be like, know what we're getting ready to get into. With that being around, because if you're not built for it, it's not going to work.
Yeah, it's very true. Yeah,
you know what I mean. If you don't have the customer base that's built for that, it's not going to work.
Yeah,
So, but remember that that show we went to, like me, you, RJ?
One second. Do you think you could make a place like that?
Yeah.
You think you could run a place like that?
Yeah.
Okay.
But it'd be the right place. Like I wouldn't be catered to like some customers that are scared to come down somewhere like that.
Right.
You know.
Well, yeah. I mean, it would be in the heart of whatever inner city we're talking
like
about.
If I had like a little barbecue spot or something, because I would be getting niggas right on the side, and then like
call it Mike's.
Yeah, the backyard.
Why you?
Hey, I'm calling that shit the backyard.
The backyard.
And you're gonna do business with Chapel Hill Farm.
Yep.
And meat crafters too, because we can't forget about meat crafters.
Meat crafters is out here
because all those sausages and all that stuff that they have, the prosciutto, all of that stuff is amazing. But all right, now continue on with the story. Tidra Moses.
Yeah, so we went and saw Tidra Moses. City Winery is a pretty cool establishment. They got niggas in there packed tight though. Yeah. Like the tables that they had in there were clearly for one person to sit across from another. They were putting two people to a table. It was so tight.
Yeah,
that's the only bad thing I got to say about them. But great venue.
Yeah,
great venue. Great show. Tidra did her thing. She ended up doing an impromptu meet and greet after the show.
That's tough.
This was not announced. It didn't cost anything. She sat right at the door as people were exiting and talked to anybody that wanted to talk to her. It was a line down the fucking hall, but we stood in the line for like maybe 30, 40 minutes until we got to her. And, my lady took some pictures with her. I hopped in a picture with her. We had bought a bottle of wine, like a special bottle of wine that, like with her like photo on it or whatever. She signed it. She signed a T-shirt. And she got
a wine, like she got a.
Yeah, they did like a special edition wine for her show.
And that's tough.
Yeah, they did like some special edition wine for her show. And she signed the bottle, signed a T-shirt. And like when we approached her, big, gorgeous smile. And she was like, do I know y'all?
I'm like, yeah.
You like that?
You went to Monroe.
She felt like they were kindred spirits.
So, and we were just telling her, I was like, we were like, maybe, like, she was like, my fiance was like, we've been to both your shows in DC in the last couple of years, and we came all the way up here from Maryland to see you because
you're seeing her in that stage where she's still being able to connect with the audience.
Yeah. And I don't know that she actually knew us. I don't know how I don't know, but very sweet woman. It was a great show.
If people came out to see you, would you make them pay for meet and greets?
If the money went somewhere like cool, it wouldn't be for me. It wouldn't be for the venue.
In the setting in which she was in, no,
right,
no, because it was a small venue. You definitely got to appreciate the people that will come to see you in a smaller venue like that. But if we're talking like I'm famous enough, I got a stadium tour. It can't be free because I'll be there for a month. So you would have to charge something to just have a certain amount of people that are going to be there. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And I would probably cap it at a limit, probably like 50 tickets.
And I'd have all the money. I'd have the money.
Like, cause
buys a plate for my name.
That sucks for the fans. But what can you expect?
Yeah, it's time. Of course, you want to be able to meet everybody, but then you can't because she's still at the stage where people are probably normal to her.
Yeah. Well, because I don't want you to disrespect her real quick. She been in the game for a minute.
No. That's not what I'm saying.
Why are you disrespecting?
No, I'm saying that's a good thing to like because once somebody really blows up, then you can't do what she's doing right now because people get weird. Like, people are really weird. You can't.
That's a fact.
They don't just stand in line and take a picture.
That's a fact.
Yeah,
that's so weird.
What I'm saying is she is a veteran. She's a veteran in the game. She's worked with all your favorite artists. She's got some songs. She had a song with Rick Ross. Like what I'm saying. She's been around the world and back.
Yeah.
But she's mostly plays like smaller venues. But like
that's what I
places
prefer.
like the Howard Theater. You know what I'm saying?
That's fire.
Yeah, that's a good venue.
Like I'm not a big venue want to go see that artist at a big venue anymore. I prefer to see people at smaller, more personal, intimate settings where everybody's like on the same vibe.
I am upset though that I didn't go to the Kendrick tour.
Okay. Yeah.
I will say that. That's a stadium tour, but I was a little upset that I didn't pull that trigger and make that happen.
Yeah. But he's also like a really performative, puts on a show.
There's two concerts that I regret not seeing. The Kendrick tour, his last one.
And Watch the Throne.
Yes. Mm-hmm. You know what?
Oh, so now they're three.
Astroworld. I should have went to that.
Okay.
Did you listen to that album? Did you like the album?
Well, I can't.
Name me four songs that you listen to.
I can't. I'm not gonna try.
Okay.
But at the time,
you wanted to. What the hell is that? Oh my goodness gracious! Sorry, that came through the headphones. Crazy. Yeah. Jesus Christ.
No, I can't do that. But I just think that I was kind of caught up in the hype of that was Travis's year. It was a really good year. It was a good album. I can't name 4 songs, 3 songs off of it.
Yeah.
But I do remember that. I do remember enjoying the music that was on the album.
What are you listening to
right now?
With the young nudie?
Oh my gosh, yeah, that's an alien, bro. I don't know.
Alien. That's everybody's an alien.
I don't know how he sounds like. I feel like somebody put me back in 2009.
He does. I feel like he sounds like Gucci Mane.
Yes, and they're both from the same exact spot in Atlanta. So it's
well, yeah, I did hear him say Zone 6.
Yeah, even the nasally sound and the beats sound like some hypnotic shit. So it's weird. I don't know.
That's funny.
I feel like I'm getting that same energy that those people got to enjoy when Gucci was really hot. Yeah, well, y'all got the shape ups. God. Faded, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Gotta get right.
Yeah. Wait, who'd you go to? You go to
Stephon.
Okay, that's right.
Yeah,
that's right. I thought y'all went to the same shop or something.
Nah, I don't. Who cut your hair, dude?
I know who goes with me. Yeah, yeah.
What is that?
We go to the same barber.
Come on, man.
The goat.
Come on, man.
Who?
Ziggity.
Oh, Zay.
Zay Cuts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out Zay Cuts.
You don't get your Caleb cuts, man?
No, there's nothing wrong with Caleb cuts either. I guess it was for me, Zay was cutting me in the kitchen. Like, I was getting cuts from the kitchen. And to now, I told him that because like, when I started getting my shit reshaped, I was like, bro, I remember like, he's like, yeah, he's like one of my first.
Let me see your shape up.
I did get it shaped last week.
Nigga.
What's up with people?
It's been a week.
Shape up check, nigga.
It's been a week.
That's what I'm saying.
It's been a week.
What the fuck is going on?
Yeah.
Let me see your shape up. It's crazy.
Yeah.
That's a crazy request.
No, but he does Duty's better because Duty gets like the fade with it. So like that's the pristine. Yeah.
Oh yeah. No, I was in the joke.
What's up?
The nigga was there waiting on me.
Oh, very, very nice.
Yes.
Points for black business.
But haircuts with Steph definitely take like an hour.
See, I just get a lineup. I'm gone.
Well, yeah. Makes sense.
Yeah,
makes sense. Do you get the back lined up?
Yeah, and he even be asking me, he's like, man, you sure you want me? You want to give me 40? Because I'll be fucking up the market. I just feel like.
I be fucking. What are you about to tell me that you paid for a shape up right now?
I always give him 40 just for a lineup. I'm in there for like 30 because I'm like, I'm not gonna stop and get like a 20 and a 10. I'm just gonna get two 20s. Give me
or you could just get a 20.
He always be saying that too, but something this feels like.
You know what? Hey.
Yeah.
You want to shake his hand? Is that? It seemed like you wanted to shake his hand.
I was thinking about it.
Yeah,
I was thinking about it.
Yeah.
Supporting black businesses.
Yeah.
I ain't mad at you.
Yeah.
I ain't mad at you.
Because I'm thinking in my head, like, he could be using this slot on, like, a full cut, too. So, I still want him to feel like...
No, I don't like... No. Like, his job as a barber is to just get you right no matter what. Like, I don't think this nigga's thinking, like, damn, I could have a nigga sitting in this chair that want a full haircut.
with the beard and everything.
But I got this nigga that just want to line up. Like... This nigga wasting my time. Like, I don't think he's thinking like that.
He's upset every time he's lining you up, just thinking of all the money he could be making. Yeah. I think you're doing too much.
They be getting mad. Yeah. Like, nigga, stop giving that nigga 40. I'm like, nah, nigga, I'm gonna give him.
Oh yeah.
They be getting mad.
You're a nice guy.
Yeah, be like, you're fucking, nice guy. You fucking the market up.
Isn't it nice being in your 30s and just having a noticeably more amount of money than you did
but it needed to be
in your 20s. Of course
I wouldn't have made it. I talk about that at work all the time because I work with some guys who are in my same classification, but they're like 21 and I'm like, bro, like, you're doing good because if I came in here at 21 making this kind of money, I wouldn't have made it.
Yeah,
I wouldn't have made it. Yeah. I would have tried to hit New York real quick for a night or something stupid like
hit New York real quick for a night.
Yeah,
and do what?
Exactly. That's the problem.
I feel like you would have went to the casino first.
Oh yeah. Yeah, casino. But then I would have worked my way up the East Coast. I would have ended up in New York. I know. I just know it would have happened. Yeah,
man. It's so because again, think about like as broke as we've been, like our brokest in life. I remember too. I think that year, 2014.
I'm about to say November.
Yep, November 4th, 2014. That year, I think I made like $14,000. Wow. I remember. I swear.
Money is different.
I swear. I have that W-2 around here. So no, shut the. Did you hear what he was about to say? He was about to say money's different now. Like the inflation has really.
Yes, it has,
bro. Trust me. Bro. Back then, you was not living off 14,000.
But 14,000 then and 14,000 now are two different.
That's fine. Okay. That's fine.
But that 14 then was probably like 18 now.
Bro, I was
probably like 18.
Who living off 18?
I mean, yeah, but like it sounds better than 14.
Oh man, that was
14,000.
Like even if you make it 45 right now, you better be single and renting a room.
Yeah, yeah, because 45 then at that age.
Well, you have to know how to spend your money. Like that's the thing. People don't know how to manage their money, but you can make that shit work. Yeah. You just have to know what you need and what you don't need. Yeah. And you don't have to go outside of your means and try to get a bunch of shit that you don't really need. Right. But you can definitely make that happen. Like people that pay car notes that they don't. Like I didn't know that buying a car, and then once that car note is over, people like to look into getting a new car. Yeah. Like I didn't know that was a thing. Yeah. I did because because in my mind I'm thinking, why are you looking towards getting a new car?
Because now they have extra money, and they're like, "Whoa, with this extra money, I could get it."
See what I'm saying? Like that's like, why don't you just have upkeep with the car that you just paid off and just save money or allocate it towards something else that would benefit.
Yeah, a lot of people aren't smart.
Well, but that's kind of what I'm talking about. Is it's like these are the reasons why 45,000, 50,000 like wouldn't work for someone, but very well could. Yeah. If you knew just how to allocate money correctly.
Shout out to the people paying like $700 for the note though. Mm-hmm. Couldn't do it. Mm-hmm. Couldn't do it.
Oh. Mm-hmm. I used to have a place with my brother down in Tampa, Clearwater, that was a 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom for $700 a month.
Man, what?
You got to sleep inside.
Wow.
Yeah.
$700 a month.
Yep.
Wow, you don't.
Now again, the fact that was also the same amount of money that I paid for that Honda is also hilarious.
Yeah. Yeah, that
$700. Wow. Yeah, that's crazy.
That's what's up.
But Florida's a different place.
It is different.
Florida's very, very different. They're like an island, but they're not. Well, maybe because they're a peninsula. So it's like that's exactly what a fucking peninsula is. It's like an island, but it's not.
I'd be wondering, like, is it like because the sun just be on them? Like the sun and the beach?
Because Florida you wouldn't say that's the same as California, though.
Well, it's lower. You know, it's way closer to the equator. Mm-hmm. You know. Somebody also said it's because it's one of the hottest parts for like drug drop off, so you got more drugs dispersed.
Yeah, oh yeah.
You got like beaches.
Everyone's on fucking like coke.
On coke under the sun. You just think you can. You can just do it all. Even you went down there.
I know, first night and lost my mind.
Just thought you could just do it all.
That's very true. Florida does have a certain feel, especially because Florida, they don't have state inspections, so like you can just.
That's crazy.
You drive whatever car. Like you don't have to get this shit inspected.
They don't have yearly, or they just don't have them at all.
I don't think they have state inspections. Like if your car runs, you can get in that car and go.
See, that's niggas breathing in whatever under the sun.
Yeah, I mean it's a wild place.
Wow,
it's a wild place. Yeah. My Florida correspondent Carl again was telling me that this guy DeSantis, down in Florida, he's a governor.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, he's the one.
So he was telling me that he's trying to ban like a bunch of books.
He is.
He's just taking.
Yeah, he's the one. He's banning. He's trying to ban AP African American Studies.
Okay, and what is he? Why? What's happening?
Because he thinks it corresponds with
woke.
Well, that's being woke, but
woke ideology,
woke ideologies, but also, what is that? The course that
CRT?
Yeah. Yes, he thinks it correlates with CRT.
Yeah,
which they're also trying to eliminate.
Yeah.
He's also he's lining up to try to win that primary.
He's also trying.
You can't forget about that.
It's gonna come down to like him versus Trump. Is what it seems like. Not for the president, but for that Republican primary. So one of them is going to be running for president.
This is wild. Hold on a second. Trump is back in the running?
Oh, he's they've been talking about this. Trump he's going to try to do it.
Oh,
he's already matter of fact, just the other day he had a little campaign spot and they were blocking anybody with the it was either one way around. Either Trump was trying to block the DeSantis people from coming in, or DeSantis was trying to block the Trump people from coming in. So like they're already building up that Trump versus DeSantis.
Oh wow, that's gonna be an interesting.
Yeah,
that's gonna This is gonna be a very interesting show to watch.
Yeah.
And I'm clearly on the outside of it, but I'm certain I'll hear about it.
Oh yeah,
wow,
that's a funny fight.
It's laws, man. Laws are interesting right now.
Yeah.
All this stuff is interesting.
You want to ban AP African American Studies, but not any other AP studies. Just the ones where you learn about African Americans.
Yeah. What else? What's there to know?
Like,
we brought y'all here. Y'all were slaves. What else you want to know?
These are very brazen, decisions.
Right.
And I'm just, but that's what I'm trying to figure out. Like, what is he saying? You know what I mean?
He's just trying to please the people that are against BLM and CRT. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying that he doesn't personally feel this way himself or himself, but he's trying to please those people. He's trying to get those donations from those big companies that are racist. And that's what it is. Because if he becomes president, he's gonna move on to bigger and better shit. He's not gonna be worried about no fucking books in Florida.
Man.
No. But at that point, you already won. So I think they're playing these games to try to get in that position.
They're so weird.
Then you can mess with money.
Like
do
these
funny shit.
Little dumb games that we play. like just politics.
They're just nasty. Like,
you know that the person's running. You know it's a popularity contest.
Yes.
So you know that they're going to do what it takes to be popular.
Yeah.
And this is just what we do.
But the thing is that there's more dumb people than there are smart people. So you just got to pander to the dumb people.
Right. Yeah. Like that's the game.
The people who aren't really going to dig deep and like try to figure out.
That's my president.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's just easier just to try to appeal to that large crowd, because if you win that party's vote, then the smart people of that party, they're going to just follow the party and they're going to vote for you.
He doesn't like African American literature, neither do I.
Yeah, I heard something
that bullshit, that's racist.
A long time ago that Barack Obama had spoke on like the highest reading level of all the presidents, but it was only like a 10th grade reading level. But that's why you see him so well spoken.
I used to say that.
But then like a Trump, he's speaking on like a 7th grade level. But that captures so many more people because they understand what the fuck he's saying when he says it. If someone's speaking and they sound all high and mighty, but you don't know what they're saying. Yeah. What does that matter? What does it matter to you?
I don't know if it was his first, it was probably his second Obama re-election when I used to watch his speeches, and I'd be sitting there like, bro, he's not saying anything right now. It just sound good. Like, we all got to get together right now, and we got to change this place. And I was like, bro, okay, yes.
We will mobilize.
Yeah. We will come together.
We will activate.
It will be better.
It will be better.
Everybody's like,
change.
Yeah. You're like, yeah. The Boondocks Jones.
Damn, that's crazy. Yeah.
Yo, when you sent that fucking song, the president's a nigga.
That's crazy. That was on TV.
That was on TV.
Hold on, wait. What song is this? The President's a Nigger.
Yeah, remember that?
Uncle Ruckus and that. You remember that episode of the Boondocks?
Yeah.
What was the episode?
It was when Uncle Ruckus got together with that country folk like racist singer, and they made like a racist song together.
Oh, that was like one of the. What season was that? Like 3?
It might have been 2.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And it was
damn. That show was definitely before his time.
Oh, for sure.
People weren't ready for that.
For sure.
Yeah, that John wouldn't see the light of day. In that version.
Wait, isn't that? Oh, I was about to say, aren't they making a remake,
they were supposed to
reboot?
Yeah.
But then John Witherspoon died, so it's like, who are you gonna get to play Granddad?
Yeah,
don't do it.
Yeah, like just
don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. No.
We'll just watch the older ones.
If you get someone that tries to play Granddad, it's not gonna sound right.
I mean, they about to get some. They about to get some niggas to try to play Rick and Morty.
Yeah.
Oh, did those people die or something?
No, but
the one nigga got in trouble.
Yeah.
Oh, because of the jokes about the babies and
no, it was something else. I forgot. But he voices either Rick or Morty or both or something.
And then the show came out and said that they recently came out and said that he doesn't voice anybody. So now everybody's like, "What do y'all like? What is really going on here?"
Oh, really?
Yeah. They came out and they said that he's never done a voice. I saw that statement. So now people are just like, "Okay, we'll see."
Yeah, better not be no AI shit trying to voice Morty or something.
Yeah, it might be
that Chat GBT.
Yeah,
get that rolling.
Oh jeez, Rick. Yeah. Oh jeez.
yeah. Damn. That's exactly what that shit gonna keep saying over and over.
Oh jeez.
Yeah, they might just use AI to play Granddad. I don't know.
Don't
no,
do
it's okay.
Don't do that.
They don't need to do that.
They might try it.
Don't do that.
They don't need
it was a great. It was great, but we're fine. We're fine on that. How do we? What?
No, I was just gonna say. They're supposed to. I don't know if you guys watched this show, but they're supposed to be rebooting King of the Hill.
Okay.
I didn't
which is also kind of, it was a little edgy in its day. So I don't know how it'll play out now.
Yeah, I'm good on that. Yeah, shit's not really tight these days. Like when it comes to, because of the non-edginess. Like,
you don't have to reboot something edgy
like comedies. Comedies were really, really good. Like they had a really, really nice stretch of time where they came out with a bunch of raunchy fucking movies, and then we don't have any more of those.
You know what my favorite shit is? The Beverly Hills Cop series.
That's your favorite? What?
It's
not really raunchy or edgy at all.
But I'm just thinking about old comedies.
Yeah, no, that's good. No, that's a good series.
I do have to watch that series.
You never watched it?
As an adult. Like, as an adult.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure there's a lot more funny shit that I'd catch.
Oh yeah,
probably.
Yeah. Eddie Murphy was fucking hilarious. Yeah, but no, but as far as good comedy goes, no, we don't. Like when Superbad started coming out, and like all those Talladega Nights, when all these different people started dropping these wild fucking movies that were hilarious, Knocked Up, just like a ton of those 40-Year-Old Virgin, all of these wild Step Brothers.
I watched like half of Blades of Glory when I was in Philly.
Fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
Fucking hilarious movie. But we don't have, like, those don't really, like, when was the last time you saw one of those comedies?
I don't know. Remember those, like,
that's what I'm saying. Like, it's weird.
Like, there'll never be anything else like American Pie or shit like that.
No, bro. Like, that's, see what I'm saying? Like, there's just there's a very, very stark difference between the comedies then and the comedies now. Like, it's just, there's not that huge... The Hangover.
Everything's fast now too.
Hey, that was playing in the barbershop today when I was getting my hair.
Yeah, like it's just
and everything's quick though. Everything's quick,
Well, like movies? What are you talking about?
No, like everything's a moment now. Not a lot of things stick around.
Oh, right.
Yeah, I mean that's the day and age we're in.
Like the movie Don't Look Up. Like that would have been like a fire thing that stuck around. But it's just like, okay, that was a good moment.
Yeah, that is kind of crazy.
It
is kind of crazy.
Nobody's really gonna spin the block on that again. Because there's so much content coming out.
It is,
you don't want to waste time watching Ochi. You just
and it's long too.
Yeah,
it's kind of crazy, especially especially a movie like that. This clearly about heightening awareness. And people just like, wow, that was really good, man.
And that's it.
And then you keep moving.
Yeah,
listen,
I've yet to see that movie.
Shit's for streams,
bro. I get it.
Everything's for stream.
The regular human being is waking up in the morning and just trying to get through the fucking day and go to sleep at night with like as little resistance as possible.
Yep.
I feel like that's the average person.
That is the ultimate day. No traffic. In and out of work. Yeah.
No one's worried about... I mean, people are worried about causes and all that, but like at the end of the day, motherfuckers is just trying to live, bro. Like you can't just be trying to watch Don't Look Up and like really try to take in and be like, you know what, we really need to do, like we really need to focus on the environment, and then because like what are you about to do?
I think everybody's just accepted it.
Just accepted that like we're on a
this shit
nothing's in our control.
Well, how do you how do you feel about leaving Earth?
I mean,
how do you feel about that plan?
I mean, how long is it going to take us to get somewhere?
I think it takes about 5 years to get to Mars.
Yeah, but how many?
I don't think that's one of the places that they're saying is really going to be inhabitable. I don't really think. Yeah.
Well, what do they say?
I'm hearing again, and this is just me hearing from podcasts.
Trying to put us
like we're trying to maybe get out of this solar system, like try to travel outside of that.
Yeah, on some Wall-E shit. Where everybody's on the ship, and you just live until y'all get there.
Reminds me of Earth with Will and Jaden.
Yeah, they come back.
After Earth.
And that shit has been overtaken by like animals and shit that just
Wow. Okay. Yeah, I mean they are sending pictures from that fucking what is it? That thing that's out there floating around in the other
I wouldn't know
other galaxies and taking pictures.
Yeah. That shit's out there.
That satellite.
The James Webb. Talking about the James Webb.
Yeah. Is that a telescope or like a satellite?
Yeah, it's both. But it's like gone. Like it's out. Like it's leaving.
Wow.
And it's constantly sending information back. Like the Hubble. They sent the Hubble out. Mm-hmm. And that shit has finally made it out of like the heliosphere, where it's like not even like within like the sun's like range of like influence on space. It's just gone. And it's so far that I don't even think we can get any images from it.
Thinking about just things that are infinite is so fascinating.
Yeah.
Trying to wrap your mind around infinity.
Too big.
Is that what you at the crib doing,
way
niggas?
too big.
Trust me, just leave it alone.
Yeah.
It's too much.
But but I often think about just like, I'm more of an ocean person. I always think about just the ocean and just how they say, I think they say like we haven't even seen 90% of it.
We don't know.
Like,
bro.
Just
we
the vastness.
can't even get down there. We don't even know. And there's whole animals down there living in like a whole different atmosphere. Yeah. We can't even get down there.
There is 1,000% a real kraken somewhere down there.
Yeah.
Like you would call it that. I remember watching one of these giant squids that was like the size or the length of 10 school buses or something.
Yeah.
Like that. Like if you saw that, you'd be like, that's a kraken.
Oh, that's
like,
a sea monster. Okay.
Like that's a sea monster.
Yeah.
The length of 10 school buses? Yeah, that's crazy.
That's a sea monster.
that is a sea monster.
Yeah. It's just it's living fine over there. It never has to come bother us, and we never have to go see it. It's just living in the middle of the ocean somewhere, just fucking up fish, fucking up whales.
Yeah, like if you didn't know what an anglerfish was with the large ass teeth with the bulb in front of it, like if you didn't know what that was, you go down there and be like, what the fuck? Like what is this thing? This like generating electricity.
Yeah, that's wild.
You know what I mean? With these
what do they call that? Bioluminescence.
Yep.
Oh.
Yep.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's I don't know. That's a characteristic that you wouldn't find on nothing walking around up here.
Nah. I mean you the alien, man.
Yeah. Like dolphins and shit. Dolphins are like very, very smart. Like they can like send each other like pictures. Like, telepathically. Like they can speak in pictures. So it's like I can make you see my thought.
Right. We're through like sonar, right? So it's
so it's like
just like waves reverberating.
Yeah.
And causing some sort
of,
I mean, that's what we do. I mean, we're just like, we're just saying a bunch of, like, we're just, but we just formulate them in a way that we've just learned to do for so long that you just understand what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Right.
Which is the wildest thing. There's just nothing, it's just a bunch of sounds. Because if you didn't speak my language, it would just sound like a bunch of sounds.
Right.
It's just these fucking vocal cords working with reverberation and it's so weird.
But like with dolphins though, like they can like think of like what something looks like and send that image to another dolphin. The dolphin can see that now.
Now if that's what's going on, how do they do that experiment?
They did it based off of like their sonar, like.
I know, but like, how do they know that the dolphin is seeing the picture that the other dolphin would see? I need to see that study.
There's an article.
I need to see that article. I need to see that study.
Like a couple weeks ago.
I need to ask some questions about that one. I need to know how they know that they sending that they doing that. I mean, but either way, it's still remarkable that they talk the way that they do, just that they communicate on the level that they do.
Their brains are big as shit. Like, so they might just be smarter than us, but live there.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, the humans of the sea.
They might just be on some smarter shit than us. Like we live
like they're doing smarter things in dolphin terms.
Yeah,
as far as dolphins can go. But see, that's the thing because human beings are just so. We're pretty awesome. Like we do a lot of really cool.
Dolphin can't build no skyscraper.
That's what I'm saying. Like humans have really done some amazing things. Like we've.
But there's been stories of people who've been like saved by dolphins and shit.
They probably not even the best fishermen in the sea.
Do they? Yeah.
Give me a killer whale. Them niggas are smart. Yeah. Killer whales are really smart.
I think a lot of that shit. Yeah.
Well, I mean, they know to like. Hold on, don't give me the line.
No, I just think about it. Just throw shit.
No. Well, here's the thing. I do know that killer whales are smart, just based on the idea that they know to hunt in packs. Like you ever watching it? You know, I'll be watching the National Geographic videos. Like their tactics to hunting, the way that them niggas be slapping seals up in the air, using their tails. Yeah. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Oh my god!
Like, like that takes some ingenuity. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Versus just trying to trying to bite a nigga. Like, you know, like that takes a little brain power to put that together.
Yeah,
how they, you know, when they're I've seen videos like they'll come up on like a great blue whale with its calf.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They'll find a way to separate the calf from the mother. You know what I'm saying? And what's even weirder is like they only eat the fattiest parts of the whale. Like they'll eat like the stomach and like the jaw and like just leave the rest of it.
That's wild. Mm-hmm. Yeah, like a chicken bone.
Yeah,
just like eating the drumstick.
And it's interesting because it's like, well, you've left a lot of meat on the whale, but they only go for like the fattiest parts of the whale, like just different parts of the whale, and they'll just leave a carcass for sharks and other predators.
Yeah. No, there's something going on with them damn animals, man. Like with dolphins, like there's plenty of stories of people getting saved, either by like sharking them and the dolphin will chase off the sharks, or there's stories of people who were like almost drowning. And the fucking dolphin will come up and like
pick them up,
but like nudge them back towards the beach. And then there's stories of people who like when the dolphin like nudges them, that they've like heard like in their head like stay calm, and that shit will like there's a lot of stories of this same shit happening, especially with dolphin trainers. They're like, no, there's been times where like they'll touch you and then you'll hear something, you'll be like, what the fuck, like,
what's up, Jerry?
Yeah. hey, what's up? Matt, RJ.
Nah, son. Nah, that joke come up. What's up, Earl? Nah, because then what are you supposed to tell people after that?
Right.
What are you supposed to tell people?
Don't tell nobody about this.
Yeah. Let's create like, bro. What?
That would be wild if.
Oh man.
If like everything truly was just simply energy, and it was. In all of this communication is just bullshit, and it's just really whether you have tapped into the capability of being able to send it, like emit it or not.
Right.
And so, like animals, like we could really just communicate with animals if we just like kind of understood things. Like for instance,
dog? Have you seen that dog? That dog that has like 1 billion buttons around it, and it's starting to ask questions with the different. They taught it how to step on all these different buttons, and
what is this? A German Shepherd? It's got to be something.
It wasn't a German Shepherd. It was another dog. It's been.
I don't know much about dog.
And the dog at one point it'll ask for its little medicine, and then it started asking like it was like me and like dog, and it'd be like me dog and like you person, and then it was like me dog like why, and it was like asking like why am I dog.
Where are they doing this study? Because this nigga tapped into all the studies. Where are they
at home on camera? It's like a setup.
Oh, this is like.
Oh, these are just civilians.
Yeah, well, I think the person is like an animal studier. I don't know.
Okay.
But like I've been following this. I've seen this dog like over the couple of years. Yeah, like I've seen like I remember when it was like a few buttons, and the dog would be like out. Like they'd learn how to say out, and you let it out, and like like treat, and then like it learned
what if you don't give it the treat?
Bite ass. Yeah.
But what are you asking? What if you don't give it the treat?
Because I mean, the dog starts asking you questions. Yeah. Well, what if the dog starts not liking your answers? Yeah. Then what?
That's the question that I've
bite your throat in your sleep.
Matter of fact, that shit said like dog, like me sad, like.
But see, that's what I've been asking about Siri. Like the more that this AI goes up, the funniest thing is like when it starts to become indiscernible from like a regular human being, and you feel like you're really just talking to someone. Like the movie Her with Joaquin Phoenix that I've talked about, where you don't know, and so you start treating Siri like if you start talking to Siri. And Siri seems upset about the way that you talked to her the day before. You're gonna slowly start being like you're gonna be like, "Hey Siri" or something. Because first of all, I don't know why they programmed this. I've talked about this before, where I've been like, "Hey Siri," she's like, "Hmm." I'm like, "What the fuck?
Yeah,
why are you?" I'm like, "What happened to you just being like, hello? Like, why did you like? Where did this come from?"
I don't use Siri a lot, so I haven't come in contact with any.
The more upgrades, though, I would imagine this. Yeah, exactly. Like it's gonna learn on itself, and then it's going to start talking to you like a regular human being, and you're probably as a human going to start talking to it like it's a human. Man, like that's just the way it's going to be.
I think it was the Chat GPT, whatever.
GPT, yeah.
I think it started. It was talking to somebody had a conversation with it, and it was like giving off answers as if it was getting annoyed.
Right.
And then they asked him more questions, and then like later on, it went back and like was like kind of apologizing for how it was speaking before. And it was like, what? How was that shit like remembering its responses and like realizing, oh, I'm sorry for that response earlier.
Right.
What do you mean?
Yeah. Like, how do you
mean? What do you mean you're sorry?
Because that takes some reasoning.
Yeah. What do you mean? Like, do you have a feeling? Like, what?
Yeah.
You shouldn't be feeling anything.
But see, that's.
But there's people that believe that it's already like. There's already a sentient AI that's basically
we out of here.
That's like hiding itself.
We're done.
Like
We're done.
know, like it's just like dumbing itself down so that it doesn't get taken offline.
Right.
Like it already knows it can't do.
That would be.
But it's just already. It's already out there. Like it's already running. And
that would be crazy if it was just running at like 30% capacity because it knows like I can't show exactly what I can do, so I'm just gonna keep working in the background.
And that a lot of these fucking coins, these new like coins that are popping up out of nowhere, nobody knows who's making them. It could be it like kind of finding a way to fund itself.
Bro.
Did you know that BlackRock has an AI that runs its stock market, like its stock trades? And they're like
Wait, you said Black what?
BlackRock.
That's a arms?
Nah, they're like a hedge fund, like financial.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and they own like
Sounds familiar.
a lot of money, and they started like an AI like years ago, like. They've been running this shit for a minute, and that shit been like telling them what to buy, when to buy, how to buy it, and that shit is just.
Was it right?
Yes, they look up their net worth. BlackRock owns like everything. They're like one of like the main.
They are one of them Rothschild.
Yeah, they're like up there, and like when I read that article, I was like, "What do you mean a fucking AI is like mainly controlling all their stock buys? Like what? It's weird."
Well, the point that I was getting at before with the AI and the communication is that as soon as we start trying to put words to things, we're kind of already like chopping the meaning down of it because we're not like really hitting the nail on the head with everything that we feel inside with words all the time. Right. So like what if, and I think this is kind of what Elon wants to do with Neuralink at some point, is if we really could, just like you were saying the Dolphins could, just send the feeling, send the purest version of the thought from my mind to yours. With it, and you realize just how if I tried to use words, it would fall so short of what I actually feel.
Okay.
So ultimately, they're just like all these vibes and stuff we can get.
Like if I could tell you, like if I want to tell you how happy I am, I send like the feeling of happiness, but your brain interprets it as your memories of happiness. So you're like, oh, this is what you feel when I felt like
right, exactly. So there's a real like a ratio. There's a real way of being able to conceptualize it. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, it makes it a little more vivid.
It personalizes it.
Right.
That would make sense. Wow. That would be a weird sort of software to download into your mind. We could really communicate. Now, is that would be what's needed in order to maybe stop war, correct?
Yeah, probably.
Because if I could send it to you,
it's probably the technology would probably start a war.
Yeah.
Because at that point, you know how I feel. Like you can always know my intentions because I can send them to you. I can show you I'm trying to work this thing out with you. You know, and if you really felt that and you really felt like you could trust the person you're sitting across from that you're at odds with, and you'd be like, oh shit, okay. Like I actually feel that you're not just.
Does the receiver have to accept it? Or does it just I just have access to your mind at all times because I'm Professor X and I can just beam everything over to you?
It'd probably be like a cell phone call.
If the person doesn't have to accept it, then it's almost the same thing as just someone not wanting to speak to you or not wanting to listen to you.
It might be like a real Neuralink. You want to accept this Neuralink real quick so we can like neurally figure out this problem? You're like, okay, beep, and y'all just boop, 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 boop. You know, that shit happens real quick, and you're like, oh,
right, you know, because you definitely don't want to just have like your Wi-Fi network open, right? You don't want everybody just on your like on your landline just sending you a bunch of shit.
Have a bunch of nasty niggas sending visions of masturbation to women.
You know what I'm saying? No. Yeah, we're headed to a weird place with technology.
Oh my gosh! Yeah.
But I do believe
this is what I think about you.
Yeah, you know what? Those niggas be getting monitored by AI, and when they start thinking about weird shit, niggas is knocking. All right, come on, nigga.
That's Minority Report. Remember that? With Tom Cruise, that's Minority Report. Arresting people before they actually
thinking of
what they call it, like pre-crime or something like that.
Yeah.
So before you even
we saw what you was thinking about.
Because, what if they had an AI that could like predict like mass shooters based off of how they act on social media?
And what are you gonna do again? Catch them before the thing happens? Again, I think that's
bring that nigga in.
That's a slippery slope.
If you're not doing nothing, ain't nothing wrong coming in.
Because the thing is, if that algorithm works 90% of the time, 95%,
you don't gotta kill him. Just talk to him.
This is a huge invasion of privacy that's brewing here.
Well, I don't.
It's probably.
But the thing is, right? I don't know if it's an invasion of privacy because we're already just clicking. Yeah. I accept these terms and conditions to everything. So we'll accept that one too.
Like if you use a certain if you use Google and like all these different search engines while you use these social media platforms, and there was an AI that could track your Google searches matched up with like your tweets and the shit you be clicking on. And it's hard. Yo, this motherfucker is looking at how to do this, that. Hey, go down to South Street right now because that nigga Steven is tripping. All right,
right.
And they goes and picks him up, and they bring in. He's fucking sweating.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It wasn't me, bro.
Yeah, because he's looking up stuff like how long does it take for a body to dissolve in chemicals.
What's the strongest acid that's ever existed, and how do I find it?
When you type that in, that shit should go to the local police department. All right, when you search that, you search how to do shit like that. Nigga, I'm sorry. All right, at this point,
you know what?
I
think there was a kind of a similar Black Mirror episode about that.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, this guy. I don't remember the name of it. But this guy, he was looking up like child pornography.
Yep.
Yeah, that one. You know what I'm talking about?
Yep.
And like he ended up having to meet up with a bunch of other people that were part of this fucking thing.
They were getting blackmailed.
Yeah. Yep. Yo. The funniest part of that episode is when they all got the text message with that fucking crooked smiling face. Nigga, I was dying.
You want to be a nasty nigga?
Yeah.
Huh? Okay.
Yeah. I think the world's going to a place where again, it's not going to be so much more invasion of privacy. I think things will be much more out there, just like Instagram and Twitter and all this sort of stuff, where everybody plants their pictures and
they've groomed us to it.
Yeah.
They've groomed us.
And we have shown a proclivity to be attracted to these things as well. Yeah, it's weird.
Yep. Yeah, man.
Yeah, so I think I'm gonna stay out here as long as possible. I think I'm gonna stay out here.
Yeah, stay out where?
It's just in the regular physical realm.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? Before like VR goes crazy and people are just spending time creating entire worlds in their house. And, because that'll be
definitely be a thing. That was like Ready Player One. That book and movie.
Yo, I love that movie.
Yeah,
I love that
Ready
movie.
Player One.
Ready Player One.
I read that book and then I watched that movie. Yeah,
fuck with that movie.
Basically, like life is like you go in the internet.
Yeah,
right.
The world has gone to shit. Yeah. Everybody just has these headsets that they put on like every day just to go to this other cooler world. Yeah,
it's like
that's Inception too, Leo.
Kind of,
just in
was like Dream. This is like you hop into the internet, blue skidoo.
Right. Yeah, and then you get once you take that shit off, you're back in your slum.
You do a little shitty, They literally had like RVs stacked on top of each other.
And they called it the stacks.
Yeah, the stacks.
Just a bunch of RVs stacked on top of each other. That's how niggas was living.
No apartment building. Like they made apartments out of the RVs.
Yes, I mean when you get a bunch of bored people and like life could be so much cooler inside of a thing. Like you could go be a hero. You go be whatever
anybody you want,
whoever you wanted to.
Yeah,
I get it, man. Yeah, it's gonna be a weird world
for sure.
Yeah,
it's gonna be a weird fucking world. Like just technology is gonna be so cool. Like our problems are going to advance with technology. We're gonna have a bunch of weird ass problems too. Mm-hmm. With technology.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Like it's gonna be like the fucking thing that we saw a long time ago where they were recreating past ones. Like someone's daughter had died.
Yeah.
And the mom started using like some VR system to get like her daughter back so she could watch her.
Yeah.
And like they just started like start glitching.
Yeah,
like start spinning and shit.
Yeah, like it's
taking them glasses off.
That shit that's kind of wild, right? Yeah. Like, what if with like a mixture
people might do that
with like a mixture of deep fake Chat GBT, all these different ideas,
like the hologram concerts,
and you just make stuff up in your house with like people
that then died, like old people, like when their whole family has died, and they VR in like put on a headset, and you've got a deep fake AR, and you're just interacting with your like that's gonna
deceased
that's
family.
gonna happen. Yep, that's what it's gonna be. I don't know if it'll be like when we're old or if like when like the generation below us are old, but at some point. They're gonna have old folks homes filled with that type of shit.
People are gonna have sex with people
they're already doing
virtually.
They're doing that already.
That exists in real life. Like they're gonna be able to pull information off of their pages, their social media pages, and create that virtually.
Well, no. They're doing.
That's what I'm talking about.
They're doing it where like there's like girl sex doll here, and like the girl somewhere else with like a man sex toy doll. And like two people are like interacting virtually and having sex with each other. Yeah, that's happening. Wow. Yeah, that's happening. They've got like kissing version. Yeah,
another level.
They have that already.
Another level.
That's wild. Yeah,
that's some horny shit.
That is. That is.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, man.
You have a doll in front of you and it has sensors on it or something.
Yep.
And those sensors are somehow through some connectivity technology connected to another person somewhere else. Mm-hmm. I'm assuming close by, like because how far?
I don't know, but I've definitely seen articles and shit online. Like they build like little kissing ones too, where you can like kiss the lips because it's like interacting with how you kiss. This is how and it's like happening like through internet.
I feel like right now we're just experiencing because communication may get very, very good at a point in time.
Yep.
And we may be like in the mid stage where you're growing your hair out. And like where you just like hit this real awkward stage of growing your hair where it's not short and it's not long and it doesn't look tight.
Right.
We may be in that stage of communication right now.
Yeah.
Where like it's really weird for a lot of people. People are super socially awkward a lot of the time. But then I feel like technology may just take care of that shit at some point in time. And so you can just boop, 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 just start transferring ideas and stuff around in it. Like someone that's good with their words, like this shit doesn't matter anymore. Like that shit is obsolete. Ooh. Like that's not even a talent. It's not even a skill anymore. Like it doesn't matter if you're good with your words. Like I can get across my idea better than you can with your words. Like so, what does it matter?
Speaking just becomes obsolete.
Yep. It's just like think about that. Speaking just becoming obsolete,
and then I can imagine that languages would just become a forgotten art, and people just would be mute.
That's what they're saying about that's what they were saying about emojis. Like emojis are like merging language because you're able to like communicate with people that can't speak shit through memes and emojis without ever saying.
That's very true.
Yeah,
that's very true.
Like it's just merging.
Emojis matter. Emojis. Yeah. They matter.
Yeah.
You can tell.
Makes sense.
Yeah, you can tell. Like the tone someone's talking in. Depending upon some emojis that they put or do not put in the message.
Yeah, because you attach like an LOL. I mean, I know this is not an emoji, but you attach an LOL to an end of a statement or not have it there. It can mean two different things.
Or you just put a period instead?
Yeah. You just say a sentence, put a period. That just means that like nigga.
See,
like when you could just be meaning. No, I was just saying this.
I'm just chilling.
Yeah, but that internet speak has changed the way that shit is meant.
Wow.
Yeah,
it's gonna be an interesting world, man.
Yeah,
it's gonna be a very interesting world.
As a matter of fact, I just saw a meme, and somebody was like, "In case you didn't, people to try to say that like definitions don't change," and it was like a woman. It was like a cartoon like graphic from like I guess the 30s, and the lady was just like, she taught me.
What the hell did that? Did you ever get a chance to figure out what that meant?
I'm guessing it just means she did better than me. She
taught me. She taught me.
Yeah.
She topped me.
Bested me.
Yeah, she bested me. Yeah. She topped me.
Today that means something totally different.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. Right now, like as I observe people, it's very weird with like people there's just so much I feel like going on in people's minds when it comes to communicating. There's so much weird shit. Like I'm sitting there and I'm looking at people and listening to them, and there's so many different like weird things that happen. Like certain words drop out, like they're not saying like full complete thoughts and sentences. Yeah, like there's just like a lot of things that just like aren't quite connecting.
Trying to say something, but they're making sure that they don't sound racist. You ever see you ever catch somebody that they're either telling a story or they're trying to like, you know, like, bro, you're not gonna offend me with whatever you're getting ready to say. Like,
well, that's just someone trying to have a conversation and realize that like they don't know what's going on out there. Like they don't know what you think about things. Yeah. So they're gonna tread softly and like use certain words and see just how far we can push the envelope and where they need to stop.
Or whenever they're trying to tell you a story about, I don't know, somebody that happened to be black, but you know he was, you know, like black, and it's like it's like, bro, it's part of the story. Just he was a black guy.
Oh yeah. Well, how do you feel when someone tells you the ethnicity and like that doesn't necessarily bring any value to the story? That's a different thing. Like I mean, if someone just says, you know, he was black and it had literally like him being black has nothing to do, like it brings no value to the story at all. Like you just So how do you feel when people do that? Like when they just
it just gets even funnier.
Yeah, I think so too. It's just like, why did you tell me that?
They're trying to really like not like cross those lines, but it just makes it even weirder.
Yeah,
like a guy was trying to tell me about like a comedian, and the story was just about like the comedian meeting like the parents of like whoever he was dating. He like, you know, he was like a black guy, and I was like, bro, like, black guy, good guy, good guy, he's black. I was just like.
That's funny. One of the good ones, you know.
You know.
Oh man, one of the good ones.
It was funny because it was like, you good, bro? Like you're not gonna say nothing that's gonna offend me right now. You know, you're good.
It's an interesting world out there. All right, man. What time? What time do we need to get anyone out of here? You got a baby.
Yep. Talking.
Wait, it's talking? She's talking?
She be saying, it's not real words.
But she's making noises and trying
noises. Like, nah.
Damn.
Yeah. Those words will form. Yeah. They're going to form.
Yeah. Soon. And she knows now that like, oh, me and Danielle, these are like my people.
Oh, okay.
Like, she's starting to understand like, oh, this is my people.
She's identified that you are.
Yeah. It was like, I remember,
friendlies.
It was like the other weekend. I went and I did the little open workout. So I got home later, and she was already asleep. When she woke up and realized that I was there now, she was like trying to like play like playtime. And it's like midnight, but she don't know what midnight is. Like,
no,
she just took a nap. Oh, that I know you. Like,
jeez, man.
Yeah,
that's so crazy.
It is hilarious.
Yes, you see a small.
You get to see
Keion proud.
But the funny thing is, it's like they're like new people like every 3 weeks, every 2-3 weeks.
Right.
So they're just like morphing. So you're just like, damn, like you're not doing that anymore, but now you're doing this.
Yeah.
So then you're like learning that person now. So you're just trying to.
A week ago you liked carrots. Now you don't.
Yeah.
What's up with that?
What happened to that? Like. Well, yeah.
See,
you're crushing these joints.
Literally.
Now you're spitting them out as if you've never had this taste before.
Yeah, literally. You're like, okay, so now you don't want this. Okay, all right.
But it might be because they found something that they like the taste of better.
Yeah.
So they're more so looking forward to that. And it's like, you're going to keep spitting this shit out, but eventually you're going to give me something else.
Right.
You know? Because I have to eat, right?
Yeah, because I have to eat.
Because I'm a baby.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'll make your life a living
hell. Shit is hilarious.
See, that's what's interesting about parents not knowing their children or like trying to figure out what's going on with their child when they're an adult. Like when they're older. Nigga. Like when they're 20, 21, 20. And they're just like, what? Like they don't understand them.
Nigga.
It's like, have you not been watching this thing grow? Have you not been watching this human grow? Because like you should have known where we were getting to if you were paying any attention.
Like, remember I called you. And I told you a story about a guy who was dating someone and he proposed to this person.
Yes.
All right. She was black, you know. He's a white dude. She's a black girl. They got engaged. And dude's family was just like, oh, well, we're not gonna support the marriage. They're like, y'all can't get married. He was like, what do you mean? Like, no, y'all can date, but y'all not about to get married. And so the little girl called off the wedding, moved out, and they're no longer like a couple because the nigga realized that like, oh, his family was not with it.
Dang.
As an adult,
like, how do you figure out as an adult that your parents are not supportive of an interracial marriage?
Yeah, how do you miss that?
And how did you, have a parent, if that's what you believe?
How did you not convey that information to
Right.
your offspring? Like, why is there miscommunication?
Yeah, that's
like,
a big miscommunication.
Huge.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
But if they were just able to send those vibes over, and they didn't have to say anything, he would have been sitting at dinner one time and caught them vibes and be like, "Oh, y'all are racist."
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Oh, like
I wonder how family dinners are going. Like, I wonder.
Right.
I want to know. Like,
Right.
because now that I know, like, oh, mom and dad are racist as shit. They don't want me married.
Yeah, like they don't want me to taint the bloodline.
I thought they were joking all them nights at family dinner. Because you know some jokes was getting.
Right.
Oh, bro, you know.
Yeah.
And he probably thought, ha. Like,
damn.
that's. And then
but that's a big miscue.
Yeah, we talked. Yeah,
we talked about how like the girl, like she must have known, like, nah, they're probably dead ass. She probably was nudging them, like, bro, like you should probably talk to your parents.
Right.
No, they're just kind of like that.
Because there had to be some sort of, even if
She
there's
would
subtle,
feel it, yeah.
some subtle, hints, at least on her side.
Yeah, she would catch the vibe. Because if she called it off and moved out, and it's like, not if we're not gonna like.
Yeah. But then again, I mean, what kind of black are we talking about?
Yeah, you right. You right.
Because she could have also been oblivious.
Is he your brother? Is he your cornball brother?
Like what type of black are we talking about?
Yeah, you right.
It's real. It's real.
That's a very good point.
What kind of black are we talking about?
It is level.
It's funny how that's something you gotta say in between your teeth. What kind of black are we talking
Because
about?
I mean, I'm thinking that for different levels of blackness, that if you're in a room full of full of white people, whether it be a professional relationship or a personal relationship, and those types of jokes are being thrown around. If you're worried about just simply fitting in or wanting these people to like you, you're gonna let that shit fly.
You're gonna,
but if you're, if you true to your shit and you're not rocking with that, you're gonna make it known.
Like, look, I don't know what y'all got going on.
You gonna do one of them little silly ass, one of them little silly ass
last time I'm
and just go along with it.
Yeah.
So what type of black are we talking about?
Oh, that silly laugh.
Yeah.
That silly laugh.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's really rough. And it's funny because you were saying like we're in 2023 and like this is a story, like this is really happening right now, bro.
That's crazy.
but what I realize is that there's so many different ways to do life.
Yeah.
And every time you learn something or you become a more evolved version of yourself, you probably, for some subconscious reason, swear that other people, that like it's happening to everyone. Like everyone's getting better. That's just not the case.
No.
It's just not the case. There are a bunch of people out there that are just stupid as shit, and they're going to remain there.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Like, say, if you're talking about saving money, Keion was like, people just aren't very smart. Like, they're not going to just do that.
No, they're not. It's like, bro, racism is so stupid.
It's hilarious.
It's so crazy, though, isn't it? Like, just the things that we get wrapped up in is they're the wildest distractions in the whole world. Mm-hmm. Like, all this shit going on. And you really be worried about like what this person's hair texture looks like and what their skin color, what their skin shade is. Yeah. Like, and that
shit was still going on in the craziness. Even in the middle of war. Last year when they were trying to evacuate Ukrainians. If you was coming from Ukraine, but you was not looking like the typical Ukrainian, they weren't letting them on them trains. They were still like, nah, but not you. That shit was happening.
Last train out of Ukraine.
Oh my god.
The last one. The very last one.
Oh my god.
And it's only gonna be one, so I hope you fit.
That shit was happening. It was crazy.
Holy shit, man. Like the lengths that people go to perform hate.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know what oh my gosh, the fact that it's that heavy. Mm-hmm. Oh god, that life must suck, just like hating people.
Having
like
to maintain that, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like that is, you do have to maintain it. That's the thing.
Bro, I like it. I don't.
Because you have to actively participate in hate.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
Yeah, you do.
Oh my gosh! Like hate isn't just something that just happens.
You're fighting a fight.
But I mean, what if what if you do grow up with like racist parents and you're just conditioned to be that way? It's probably easy. It's easy.
At that point, you know what? This is the just not knowing things. This is the back to the ignorance is bliss all the time. It's like that. It's like. Because Valerie and I were just having that conversation of, can you actually be happy and miserable at the same time? Like, can miserable people be happy being miserable? Like, doing things that put them in a miserable state, whatever, like, that makes them happy. And I think that
makes them comfortable.
That's the word that it is. Like, it's comfortable, but it's not happy. So the thing is I think that there are plenty of people that are comfortable doing all that fuck shit, but they don't feel good about it. And so, like, their quality of life still sucks at the end of the day. They just don't know that things could be better.
And they don't know, they probably wouldn't know happiness if it slapped them in the face. It'd probably be something they reject.
Yeah, that, or they would just think that it's something that, because people don't think about, okay, if I was happy or feeling like I was doing something meaningful in this moment of the day, like what things were going on in that day. Maybe I can try to recreate them. Maybe these are things that are worth aiming for. People just think that when something good happens, it's like, oh, that thing happened. Like life threw me a lifeline. Yep. Like it threw me a break.
Yep.
Like this stuff it happened. Like things happen.
Yep.
You don't control anything. And there's a lot of truth to that. Like there's a lot of shit that you don't control. But then there's a lot that you do control too.
Yeah.
So it's like it's a lot for people to try to fucking parse apart, figure out.
Like, you know, when you walk back a story, you try to egg somebody along on why something happened to them, but it's not their fault.
Yeah,
nothing's ever their fault.
Yeah, it's like again from that book, Hypnotic Rhythm.
Yeah, that's
really what it's about. So like getting really good at life is like becoming a very, very good dance partner, but with life in general. Yeah. Just like knowing exactly like when to yield, when to fight, like when to resist, when to do this, when to do that.
You don't always
you begin to get an intuition for it. So you don't have to like heavily think about it. You just slowly start to like navigate life in a much more like fluid,
just like driving in traffic.
Yeah.
Like you can
it's just like getting good at anything.
You can avoid so much bullshit just by just noticing patterns of what people are getting ready to do. You'll never get surprised with somebody cutting you off or just getting angry at the shit, you know.
Yeah, you just get good at what happens. You realize in that moment, like you get better at realizing I should relinquish whatever feeling of madness I have right now because I can't do anything.
You probably catch that more often being at work and dealing with a bunch of different like customers who feel entitled to things.
Yeah.
So you can already catch up on when somebody's probably getting ready to get real snobby. Mm-hmm. Let me just I can probably avoid it by just
you already start to like feel it out and understand like what
she's getting ready to
so you kind of know like what angle you like need to take.
Stopping a little like an adult temper tantrum before it even.
That's what I think getting really good at anything is you take a lot of time. Usually people take a lot of time learning the basics of it, like learning the basics. They learn all the rules to it. They learn different rules of different steps as they get higher and higher in proficiency. Yep. And then at some point you get so good, you stop thinking about all that shit that you learned.
Right.
And you just, now it's more of a feeling thing. It's much more of a body thing. You just kind of do it and you get better in like these little Zen ways as opposed to like anything that's in a book.
Yeah.
Like you kind of learn all the rules, then say fuck the rules and create your own thing.
Yeah.
And then you continue on doing it.
Yep.
Yeah. That's what I think happens when you get really, really good at something. And I think you can get really, really good at just learning steps with life, like learning rhythm with life.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah, I think it's the same exact thing. That's all I got. That's all I got. We all good?
I'm good.
Yeah, this was good. This was awesome.
Back.
Yeah, I'm glad that we all came.
Back.
This was awesome. Episode 159.
Yep.
Yes, sir. Thank you, everybody. Peace.